Hi, I'm Billy, the Whisky Exchange Ambassador. I'm here today to talk to you about Drumshanbo Gunpowder Gin. Before I move on to its name, a little bit about Drumshanbo first. It's a gin brand, which is made at the Shed Distillery in County Leitrim in Ireland by a guy called PJ Rigney. And the Shed is all about experimentation and trying to put together interesting ideas, whether it's in their whisky or with other things they're playing with. And this gin really does bring together two very different sides of the ginny world. So at its core, it's a very, very nice, fresh and fruity gin focused on a trio of citrus: lemon, lime and red grapefruit. However, it adds another ingredient, another side to that sort of style of gin, which creates something very, very different. And that extra bit is the name, the gunpowder tea. So gunpowder tea is a green tea that's dried and rolled into tiny little balls. And I've heard various different reasons as to why it's called gunpowder tea, from the fact if you have a pile of it looking around, it looks a bit like cannonballs or little pellets of gunpowder, to the fact that when you put it into hot water, they explode into sort of tea leaves. But the thing about them is they are fresh, green, very, very green tea, green sort of side of that flavour, with a little bit of spiciness to it. And so when you add those into this very, very citrus forward gin, you add this extra layer and an extra layer of flavouring to that gin, creating something a little bit more complex, a bit more interesting. So on the nose, it is very citrusy. It has that big combo of the grapefruit, the lemon and the lime, creating very, very nicely balanced citrusy zing with a backup from a nice bit of citrusy juniper in there as well. There's something spicy, something green in there as well, and it may be the auto-suggestion of knowing there's some tea in it. There's definitely like a little bit of a green tea herbal herbaceousness in there. On the palate, it's definitely got some greenness, got some herbaceousness, a little bit of spice, but still has that lovely zingy citrus that jumps out the glass. And it's a gin which I think works really well in a G&T. It's got enough character that you can punch its way through pretty much any tonic you want to put with it. But the thing for me is garnish it with a nice slice of grapefruit, pink grapefruit, jabbed in the top, an even bigger kick of citrus to amplify the citrus that's already in this gin. So if you like a citrusy gin, this is definitely a place for you to look.